All right, let's just get this out of the way. We both know Iceborne is vastly superior to Sunbreak. It's really no contest.
What kind of drugs are you on, Donald? There is no way Iceborne is better than Sunbreak. Sunbreak is literally peak Monster Hunter.
Jesus Christ, Joe, that game is anime as crap. I don't understand how anyone can play that disgusting garbage.
It is not garbage. If anything, Iceborne is garbage because you can't have a dog as your companion.
Joe, that's cap, and you know it. You want to know why Sunbreak has dogs? Because the game is dog water, just like you are at being president.
Oh, shut up, Donald. You want to know what is actually dog water? Iceborne's maps, I mean, seriously, Ancient Forest is literally a labyrinth.
The hellblade are you on about, Joe? Just because you have dementia and can't remember how to traverse the Ancient Forest doesn't mean the maps suck. Iceborne maps are literally peak. What other game offers such an immersive experience where you can literally watch a monster drop a massive load? It's majestic, and you know it, Joe. Literally the most immersive experience I have ever had playing a video game. I feel like I am hunting in an actual ecosystem as compared to Sunbreak, where the maps have no substance and the areas where you fight the monsters are literally flatter than your booty cheeks, Joe.
You leave my booty cheeks out of this. Besides, the maps being flatter are what makes Sunbreak's maps so superior.
Wrong.
It's like a flashback to the past.
Wrong.
To the old generation games.
Wrong.
Would you shut up and let me speak?
No.
Oh my God, you're insufferable.
Not as insufferable as listening to you talk about Sunbreak's maps when Iceborne's maps are obviously better.
You want to know what, Donald? I will give you that Iceborne's maps are more immersive. But I don't really care about immersion. I care about gameplay. And that's what Sunbreak's maps do better. They make fighting the monster much more fluent. A chef's kiss, if you will.
Of course you don't care about immersion. You are not even immersed in your own life. Unlike you, I immerse myself in only fine quality games, and that's Iceborne. I mean, seriously, Joe, don't tell me Sunbreak doesn't look like it comes out of the PS2 era. Major step backwards in graphical fidelity, so far backwards it might as well have fallen down the stairs into my dungeon.
What the hellblade do you have a dungeon for?
Hey, partner.
It's classified, don't worry about it.
Whatever. It has been proven time and time again that people care more for artistic direction and gameplay than they do about graphics.
Well, then they must have only surveyed the dumb people.
Almost as dumb as you have to be to play Iceborne. I mean, seriously, all you have to do is put on the temporal mantle or rock-steady mantle, and you don't even have to worry about positioning.
Like you were one to talk about positioning when all you know is your counter button.
What's wrong with countering? You need to be skilled to pull off a successful counter.
Skilled at having no brain cells.
There is more to countering than you think, Donald. There are some attacks that you can't counter, and it requires knowledge to know when and how to counter an attack to be in the right position to land a counterattack.
Like it's so hard to do that. In Iceborne, we rely on true skill and positioning to complete our hunts. You wouldn't stand a chance.
I will have you know I soloed Fatalis in under 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, I did it in under 10, with no armor.
Shut up, Donald. You never did that.
You bet I did. I even submitted that run to Iceborne leaderboards, but it got rejected because I was using invincibility mods.
Wow, Donald, just wow. I always knew you were a sleazeball, but this is just embarrassing.
It's called using the resources that are available to me wisely. Have you ever thought of that, Sleepy Joe?
Blah, 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 Donald. You're losing even the tiniest bit of respect I have for you. The amount of respect I have for you is probably something the size of a microbe, just like your...
Don't you even go there, Joe. I will have you know that I have an absolute unit. Just like Iceborne does with the Clutch Claw.
The Clutch Claw? Are you serious? Wirebugs offer so much variety and spice to the game. The only thing the Clutch Claw did was force me to tenderize a monster just so I could actually do damage.
What are you on about, Joe? You're telling me that you would rather be Lord of the Flies than a goddamn Clutch King?
Lord of the Flies, seriously? Wirebugs are so much better. Switch skills in Sunbreak allow for so many different playstyles among the weapons while also being able to swap back and forth between switch skill sets. How could Clutch Claw possibly be better?
2 words for you, Joe. Clutch King. Me and the boys get litty in the city when we pull up to the monster and get our clutch on.
So you're saying you would rather use that crap claw instead of being able to fly around in the air through the use of these bugs that you have created a symbiotic relationship with?
Who needs bugs to fly when I could just use my private jet, helicopter, or even my jetpack?
You can't use those in the game.
I don't care. I can fly in real life anytime I want. But you want to know what I can't do in real life?
Be a goddamn Clutch King. I get it, Donald. You're so stupid. No wonder your favorite monster is Dodogama.
Don't you dare insult Dodogama. It is literally the most precious thing in the entire monster hunting world. There's nothing more cute, handsome, amazing, and lovable as Dodogama. Well, maybe except for myself.
Oh my goodness, get over yourself, Donald.
Well, at least my favorite monster isn't a crack monkey.
Bishop 10 is not a crack monkey.
It is totally a crack monkey.
No, it's not.
Take one good look at that monster's face and tell me that thing isn't a crack monkey.
I hate you, Donald.
So, you admit it?
No, I didn't. I'm just saying I hate you, Donald. Much like how I hate Dodogama. That monster is literally a snooze fest to fight. I literally fell asleep fighting that booger.
Dodogam is not boring. You literally just fall asleep every 5 minutes no matter what you're doing, Sleepy Joe.
What the hellblade, Donald? You're calling it Dodogam now?
Like I said, it's precious.
I cannot believe you sometimes, Donald.
Much like how I can't believe your favorite monster is a crack monkey.
It is not a crack monkey. It just has personality. Between the colors, the behavior, and how it utilizes fruit to attack, it is such a good monster. You clearly just can't see that because you have the IQ of an actual toddler.
I would rather be a toddler than a baby because only babies play Sunbreak.
Well, if only babies play Sunbreak, then only clowns play Iceborne. Isn't that right, Ronald McDonald?
What did you just call me?
Ronald McDonald.
The gloves are off now, Joe. I am literally going to send a Nergigante on you because a Nergigante is literally the best flagship Monster Hunter has ever created. Everyone knows Nergigante could beat any Elder Dragon. It's not even contested.
Wow, you really are delusional. There is no way Nergigante could beat any Elder Dragon in a fight. Not like it matters anyways. Magnamalo is easily a better flagship than Nergigante.
That fraudulent purple farting tiger is straight up the worst monster this game has ever managed to create. It is literally more extra than ordering a triple cheeseburger from McDonald's.
You would make that comparison, wouldn't you, Ronald McDonald?
Okay, I will admit I fell into that one, but Magnamalo is still an absolute bottom-tier monster. Its theme makes me wish I was deaf. Its appearance makes me wish I was blind. And fighting it makes me want to die.
What kind of argument is that? Besides, Nergigante is way too spiky to even be considered mediocre at best.
Yeah, what can I say, Joe? I'm a bad boy. I like spikes.
Oh, so then you must like Monster Hunter Frontier too, huh?
No, that game is literal garbage. I get a seizure just looking at it.
Then why do you like Nergigante so much?
Because it's believable, Joe. How many times do I have to tell you? It's all about immersion. You think a purple farting tiger with blade arms that emit gas and shoots purple lasers makes any sort of biological sense?
It doesn't have to make biological sense. It's a video game.
You want to know what really makes no biological sense? I don't understand how something so ugly can even exist.
Oh, shut up, Donald. We both know Magnamalo and Malzeno are conceptually superior to both Nergigante and Velkhana.
Yeah, right. That thrift store vampire dragon can't even compare to the majesty that is Velkhana.
Wrong. Malzeno is so much cooler than Velkhana. It created a symbiotic relationship with the Curio that allows it to empower itself and enter an empowered state where it can basically teleport and ambush you. What could be cooler than that?
You want to know what would be cooler? Immersion. Malzeno is less believable than the Earth being flat. Velkhana at least sounds like it could exist, but Malzeno is completely ludicrous. I hate it. Literally the scorn of Monster Hunter, in my opinion.
No, Donald, that title belongs to Magnamalo.
Did you seriously just do that? I swear you are more annoying than a Nahabra.
You're right, I am not that annoying.
I beg to differ, Joe. I would rather die of ligma right now than listen to you speak.
Ligma? What in the world is that?
Ligma balls, Joe.
Seriously, Donald, you really are a 5-year-old.
A 5-year-old Monster Hunter veteran. Unlike you, you're just an infant who started with Rise. You scrub.
It doesn't matter. My points are equally valid no matter when I started playing.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that, Joe.
I will keep telling myself that because it's the truth.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Fine then. If you won't agree with me in this, then you must agree that Hinoa and Minoto are the better quest maidens.
Those vile, egg-laying elves with their pointy little ears? Yeah, right, Joe. They don't even compare to the likes of the Handler. Unlike you, I prefer actual human beings.
What's that supposed to mean?
Listen, Joe, just because you have the hots for the Wyverian ladies doesn't mean they are good quest maidens. Don't think I didn't see that poster you have of them in your closet during our sleepover.
How did you see that?
When you were grabbing the pillows for our pillow fight.
Donald, you can't tell anyone about this, you hear me?
Don't worry, Joe, your secret is not safe with me. I already reported this to the news.
You what?
Don't worry, Joe, I'm just doing my duty. People have to know these things.
No, they don't. This is a personal matter.
Correction, it was a personal matter, now it's a public matter. Here's some advice, Joe. Just be prepared for the interviews.
Donald, I genuinely hate you right now. You're unbearable.
Not as unbearable as Sunbreak is?
I swear, Donald, you are the worst.
What's really the worst is the end game of Sunbreak. I mean, seriously, anomaly investigations and curious crafting are so bad, it's just embarrassing.
What? No. If anything, the guiding lands is the worst. There is a reason people call it the grinding lands.
Curious crafting is literally just gotcha garbage, and afflicted monsters just make you hit one part of the monster to make them fall over. Literally so easy, it's not even fun.
Afflicted monsters are not boring, and they are certainly not easy.
Sound like a skill issue to me, Joe.
I have had just about enough of talking to you. Why can't you just admit Sunbreak is better?
Because it's not better.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, thank goodness you're here, Obama. You'll back me up. Tell Joe that Iceborne is better than Sunbreak.
I'm sorry, Donald, but I can't do that.
So you agree with me then that Sunbreak is better?
Nah.
What?
What?
I said nah. For you better.